After age 60, your body starts losing up to 8% of its muscle mass every single decade. But here's the shocking truth that's going to blow your mind. That perfect protein source you've been relying on for years? Eggs. They're actually one of the weakest players in the muscle building game. Right now, as you're watching this, your muscles are slowly disappearing. Every day you delay taking action, you're getting one step closer to needing help with simple things like opening jars, climbing stairs, or even getting dressed. This isn't just about vanity. This is about your independence, your dignity, and your ability to live life on your own terms. The medical world calls it sarcopenia, and it's stealing the strength from up to 50% of people over 80. But what if I told you that sitting in your local grocery store right now are 5 ordinary foods that pack nearly triple the muscle-fighting power of eggs? Foods that could literally reverse years of muscle loss in just 6 weeks? If you're over 60, or if you're watching someone you love grow weaker every month, the next 15 minutes will completely change how you think about food. I'm going to reveal exactly which 5 foods beat eggs hands down, give you the precise amounts you need, and show you simple meal combinations that clinical research proves can start rebuilding your strength in less than 2 months. Before we dive in, drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from today. And if this could help someone you care about stay strong and independent longer, smash that like button and subscribe to Elderly Healthcare. Because what I'm about to share isn't just nutrition advice, it's your blueprint for aging with power instead of weakness. Now, before I reveal these 5 game-changing foods, you need to understand why everything you've been told about protein and aging is dangerously wrong. Here's what your doctor probably never explained to you. As you get older, you don't need less protein, you need significantly more. The PRODAG study group, which includes some of the world's leading aging researchers, found that seniors need at least 1.0 to 1.3 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every single day. That's up to 60% more than what younger adults need. But here's the real kicker. Your body becomes 70% less efficient at actually using that protein after age 65. Think about that for a moment. Your muscles are crying out for more protein, but your body has become terrible at processing it. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a massive hole in the bottom. This creates what scientists call anabolic resistance. Your muscles basically become deaf to protein's muscle-building signals. So while a 30-year-old might build muscle easily with a moderate amount of protein, you need much more just to maintain what you have. And here's the statistic that should terrify every person over 50. Nearly half of all adults over 51 aren't even meeting the basic protein requirements. Not the higher amounts they actually need, just the bare minimum. No wonder muscle loss feels inevitable. Your morning eggs? They're giving you maybe 12 grams of protein. For most seniors, that's not even scratching the surface of what your muscles are desperately craving. So if eggs aren't enough, what should you be eating instead? Let's start with the most surprising protein powerhouse that's probably sitting in your refrigerator right now, but you've been completely ignoring its muscle-building potential. Food number 1 is going to shock you. It's cottage cheese. And before you roll your eyes thinking this is some bland diet food, listen to what researchers at the Journal of Nutrition discovered that changes everything. Cottage cheese contains a special protein called casein that literally works while you sleep. While you're lying in bed, this protein is slowly releasing muscle-building amino acids into your bloodstream for 6 to 8 hours straight. It's like having a 4 drip of muscle fuel all night long. Here are the numbers that will blow your mind. Cottage cheese delivers 11 to 12 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly identical to eggs, but here's where it gets incredible. The casein protein in cottage cheese is completely different from egg protein. While egg protein gets used up quickly, casein creates this slow, steady stream of muscle-building power that lasts all night. McMaster University conducted a groundbreaking study with seniors, and what they found was remarkable. Older adults who consumed casein protein before bed had 23% better muscle retention compared to those who didn't. 23%. That's the difference between staying strong and watching your muscles waste away. Most people think cottage cheese is just something you eat when you're trying to lose weight. But research shows it's actually one of the most powerful muscle preservation foods for aging adults. The reason? Your muscles do most of their repair and rebuilding while you sleep, and casein gives them exactly what they need during those crucial nighttime hours. Here's exactly how to use cottage cheese to fight muscle loss. Eat about 150 grams. That's roughly 3/4 of a cup, about 2 hours before bedtime. If you can't stand the taste, mix it with some berries and a drizzle of honey. The natural sugars actually help your muscles absorb the protein even better, but cottage cheese is just the beginning. Our next food has been called a complete protein miracle by nutritionists, and when you see the protein numbers compared to eggs, you're going to wonder why nobody ever told you this before. Food number 2 is going to absolutely floor you. Here's what the food industry doesn't want you to know. 100 grams of chicken breast contains 31 grams of protein. That's 147% more than the same amount of eggs. Nearly 2.5 times the muscle-building power. But it gets even better. Chicken breast is loaded with something called leucine, about 2.5 grams per serving. Leucine is like a master switch that tells your muscles to start building and repairing themselves. Without enough leucine, your muscles basically ignore all the other protein you're eating. Plus, chicken naturally contains creatine, which supports your cellular energy and dramatically reduces that crushing fatigue that so many seniors experience. The International Journal of Sport Nutrition published a study showing that chicken protein triggers 185% greater muscle protein synthesis compared to plant proteins. That means your muscles respond almost 3 times better to chicken than to most other protein sources. But here's the critical mistake most seniors make. How you cook your chicken matters more than you think. If you're grilling it at high heat or frying it, you're literally destroying the very nutrients that make it so powerful for your muscles. Stop doing that immediately. Instead, try poaching, steaming, or slow cooking your chicken. These gentle methods preserve all those muscle-building compounds. And here's a pro tip that could change your life. Pair your chicken with vitamin C-rich vegetables like bell peppers or broccoli. This simple combination increases your iron absorption by 300%, giving you more energy and better oxygen flow to your muscles. Here's your daily protocol. Eat 100 to 150 grams of chicken. That's about the size of your palm, once daily. The best timing? Either after any physical activity you do, or at lunch when your body's protein synthesis is naturally at its peak. Now, if you think animal proteins are your only option for beating eggs, our next superfood will completely change your mind. This plant-based powerhouse has nutritionists calling it nature's perfect protein, and when you see what it can do for aging muscles, you'll understand why. Food number 3 is quinoa, and this tiny seed is about to revolutionize how you think about plant protein. Quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids, something almost no other plant food can claim. But here's the part that will shock you. Your body can't make these amino acids on its own, so you absolutely must get them from food or your muscles will literally start eating themselves. When quinoa is dry, it packs 14 grams of protein per 100 grams. Even when cooked, you're getting 4.4 grams per 100 grams of higher quality protein than eggs. What makes quinoa's protein higher quality? It's the only plant food that gives you all essential amino acids in the exact ratios your aging muscles desperately need. But quinoa isn't just about protein. It's loaded with magnesium, which helps your muscles relax and prevents those painful cramps that wake you up at night. The iron content boosts oxygen transport to your muscles, fighting that constant fatigue. And the fiber helps control blood sugar spikes that can actually interfere with muscle building. A groundbreaking study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that quinoa protein is 85% as effective as animal protein for muscle building. That makes it perfect for seniors who want plant-based options but don't want to sacrifice muscle building power. Here's the absorption secret most people miss. Soak your quinoa for 6 hours before cooking. This simple step reduces compounds called phytates that block mineral absorption. Just this one trick increases your mineral absorption by 40%. Your optimal serving is 1 cup of cooked quinoa daily. For maximum muscle building power, combine it with black beans for an even more complete amino acid profile, or drizzle it with olive oil for healthy fats that help your body absorb all those nutrients. Many seniors avoid quinoa thinking it's too trendy or complicated, but it cooks exactly like rice and has a mild, nutty flavor that pairs with anything. You can use it in place of rice, oats, or even pasta. Our next protein source has been eaten for thousands of years, but recent research reveals it's specifically designed for fighting age-related muscle loss. This humble food is so powerful, it's being called the secret weapon against sarcopenia. Food number 4 is lentils, and archaeological evidence shows humans have been eating these tiny powerhouses for 10,000 years. But only recently have we discovered why they're absolutely perfect for aging bodies. Lentils deliver 9 grams of protein per 100 grams cooked, but that's just the beginning. They're also packed with 8 grams of fiber that helps regulate your blood sugar and supports gut health. As you age, your digestive system becomes more sensitive, and lentils are loaded with the exact nutrients that keep everything running smoothly. These little gems are mineral powerhouses, high in iron to fight fatigue, folate for brain health, magnesium for muscle function, and potassium for heart health. But here's what makes lentils truly special for seniors. They contain natural anti-inflammatory compounds that directly combat the chronic inflammation that accelerates muscle loss. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Gerontology followed seniors for 2 years and found something remarkable. Those who ate lentils just 3 times per week had 23% better muscle function and 18% lower inflammation markers compared to those who didn't eat lentils. 23% better muscle function from such a simple food. Unlike many beans that can cause digestive upset, lentils are naturally easier to digest, making them perfect for sensitive, aging digestive systems. You don't have to worry about uncomfortable gas or bloating that keeps you from wanting to eat them regularly. Here's how to make lentils work for you. Aim for 150 to 200 grams cooked daily. That's about 1 cup. For best results, soak them overnight before cooking. This improves digestibility and increases nutrient absorption. You can add them to soups, toss them in salads, use them as a base for grain bowls, or even blend them into smoothies for extra protein. Here's a bonus that could change your daily energy levels. The fiber in lentils prevents those crushing energy crashes that so many seniors experience after meals. Instead of that post-meal fatigue, you'll have steady, sustained energy for hours. Our final protein champion might be the most controversial, but the research is absolutely undeniable. This food has been demonized for years, but new science proves it's not just safe for seniors. It's specifically designed to fight the exact problems that come with aging. Food number 5 is soy, and I know what you're thinking. You've heard soy is dangerous, that it messes with your hormones, that you should avoid it at all costs. But despite years of misinformation, recent clinical trials prove soy is not only safe for seniors, it's specifically beneficial for maintaining muscle and bone health. Let's talk numbers. Edamame delivers 11.9 grams of protein per 100 grams. Firm tofu packs 12.7 grams per 100 grams. Both contain all essential amino acids in a form your body can actually use. But here's what makes soy absolutely unique for aging adults. Soy contains special compounds called isoflavones that specifically help postmenopausal women and older men maintain bone density while building muscle. As your natural hormone levels decline with age, these plant compounds step in to provide gentle, natural support that your aging body desperately needs. The clinical evidence is staggering. Harvard researchers conducted a 12-week study with adults over 65, and those getting soy protein increased their muscle mass by 2.3 kilograms. That's over 5 pounds of muscle in just 3 months. Bone health research shows that daily soy consumption reduced fracture risk by 31% in seniors. And a massive meta-analysis of over 400 studies confirms that soy is completely safe for daily consumption. Here's your daily protocol. Aim for 250 to 300 grams of edamame, or 100 to 150 grams of tofu. Steam your edamame for a perfect snack, stir-fry tofu with vegetables, or blend silken tofu into smoothies. For maximum absorption of those bone-protecting isoflavones, pair your soy with vitamin C sources like bell peppers or citrus fruits. Let me bust this myth once and for all. The fear around soy comes from outdated animal studies that used isolated soy compounds in completely unrealistic doses. Human studies consistently show benefits, not risks. The countries with the highest soy consumption, like Japan, have the lowest rates of osteoporosis and some of the longest lifespans in the world. Now that you know these 5 protein powerhouses, let me show you how to combine them into daily meal plans that can start rebuilding your strength in just weeks. Now here's how to combine these 5 foods for maximum muscle building power. I'm going to give you a simple daily protocol that delivers everything your aging muscles need to start fighting back against sarcopenia. Here's your ultimate anti-sarcopenia meal plan. For breakfast, cottage cheese with berries plus a quinoa granola. This combination gives you 28 grams of high-quality protein to kickstart your day. The cottage cheese provides that slow-release casein, while quinoa adds complete plant protein and fiber to keep your energy steady all morning. For lunch, chicken and lentil salad with olive oil dressing. This powerhouse meal delivers 35 grams of protein. The chicken gives you that leucine punch to trigger muscle building, while lentils add fiber and anti-inflammatory compounds. The olive oil helps your body absorb all those nutrients. For dinner, tofu stir-fry with quinoa and vegetables. This plant-based evening meal provides 32 grams of protein. The tofu delivers those bone-protecting isoflavones. Quinoa adds complete amino acids, and the vegetables provide the vitamin C that supercharges nutrient absorption. Your daily total? 95 grams of protein. Absolutely perfect for a 70-kilogram senior. But here's the critical timing strategy that most people miss. Research shows that spreading protein across 3 meals is 25% more effective than consuming it all at once. Your muscles can only process so much protein at one time, so this distribution of 25 to 30 grams per meal triggers maximum muscle protein synthesis throughout the entire day. This isn't just about eating more protein. It's about eating smarter protein at the right times in the right combinations. And when you follow this protocol consistently, your muscles will start responding in ways you thought were impossible at your age. I know watching your strength decline or seeing a loved one struggle with daily activities can feel overwhelming. Maybe you've noticed you can't open jars like you used to. Maybe climbing stairs leaves you breathless. Maybe you're watching a parent who once seemed invincible now need help with things they've done effortlessly their whole lives. But here's the empowering truth that changes everything. Muscle loss is not inevitable. It's not just part of getting older that you have to accept. It's not your genes or bad luck or something you can't control. Every single meal is an opportunity to fight back against sarcopenia. You're not just eating, you're actively preserving your independence and quality of life. Every time you choose cottage cheese over regular yogurt, every time you add lentils to your soup, every time you swap rice for quinoa, you're making a declaration that you refuse to go quietly into weakness. Start with just one of these foods today. Add cottage cheese to your evening routine, or try quinoa instead of rice with dinner tonight. Replace your morning eggs with a tofu scramble this week. Small changes create life-changing results, because consistency beats perfection every single time. Remember, it's never too late to start. Research shows muscle building can begin at any age with proper nutrition and gentle resistance exercise. I've seen 80-year-olds regain strength they thought was gone forever. I've watched families get their loved ones back, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, when they started fighting sarcopenia with the right foods. Your future doesn't have to be about losing independence. It can be about maintaining strength, keeping your dignity, and staying in control of your own life. The power is literally on your plate. To recap, cottage cheese, chicken breast, quinoa, lentils, and soy all contain more usable protein than eggs, plus unique compounds that specifically fight age-related muscle loss. Cottage cheese works while you sleep. Chicken delivers that leucine trigger for muscle building. Quinoa provides complete plant protein with all essential amino acids. Lentils fight inflammation while building muscle. And soy protects your bones while preserving strength. Which of these protein powerhouses surprised you the most? Was it learning that cottage cheese is actually a muscle-building superstar? Or discovering that quinoa beats eggs for protein quality? And more importantly, Which one will you try first this week? Comment below and let me know. I read every single response and often feature viewer questions in upcoming videos. Are you going to start with cottage cheese before bed tonight? Will you swap your rice for quinoa at dinner? I want to hear about your journey because your success inspires others in our community. If this information opened your eyes to better nutrition for aging, consider subscribing to Elderly Healthcare. We're building a community dedicated to healthy, independent aging through science-based nutrition. Every week, I share research-backed strategies that can add years to your life and life to your years. Hit that notification bell so you never miss content that could change your health trajectory. And if this video could help someone you care about stay stronger longer, please share it with them right now. Remember, every healthy choice you make today is an investment in your future independence. You have more control over your aging process than you've been led to believe. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.